Dazn.
Dazn is the home of boxing, with over 150 live fights a year.
This fight has lived up to expectations.
Good. Finds the tuck.
He's walking it, he's looking, he's begging, and it worked.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
How do you like it? How do you like it? That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Are you not entertained?
I'm not supposed to be cheering, but this is X Series. I can do whatever I want.
It all comes down to tonight. Don't miss the biggest night in MMA. PFL is more than a fight.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Looking to the end zone for the win!
Oh my gosh, one of the great games you'll ever see.
It's their time. A night to remember.
X Series on Dazn, sponsored by William Hill.
Sometimes running a business can feel like running a marathon. In a desert. Through quicksand. But Xero accounting software can help keep your business finances running smoothly. Soon that marathon will feel more like a fun run. On roller skates. With a jetpack. Cha-ching. Search Xero with an X because healthy business is beautiful business.
200 miles per hour, 300 sensors, 1.1 million data points a second, sent instantly to the AWS cloud, so AI can generate insights for F1 in real time, to keep millions of fans on the edge of their seats. Generative AI on AWS, a new era of racing, a new era of business.
X Series on Dazn, sponsored by William Hill.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you live on the Zone X Series. Let's see some thunder! Here we go. A clean shot, and it could be lights out. It's the real deal. Hey, he looks like a pro boxer. 1, 2, 3, light him up. Your winner and the new champion.
Misfits and Dazn X Series touches down in Qatar for the first time with the Supercard X Series 19. Gib versus Slim starts right here.
X Series on the zone, where superstars meet.
It's not going to be your usual show.
And chaos unfolds.
Are you not entertained?
Nights like no other, where anything and everything happens.
Are you kidding me?
Where dreams are built in a heartbeat and shattered in seconds. Defying expectations, where underdogs conquer.
That changes everything!
And champions are crowned.
Am I now the queen of Misfits?
The Zone is the home of crossover boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Qatar live for the press conference of the Supercard. I'm here, Riley Osborne, joined with the one and only Ben "The Bane" Davis, and of course, our champ, Anthony Taylor. Now, we've got an exciting press conference for you today, but Ben, you had a decently exciting press conference just a few days ago. Talk to me about it.
A lot of chaos whenever John Fury's inside the room. Some spilled water bottles, some tables going into the ceiling potentially, which is as anticipated from Tommy Fury's father, Tommy Darren Till. A bit more respectful, a bit more mild, but John Fury, I mean, that guy is an animal, and that's going to be a fun one on January 18th in Manchester.
Now, guys, if you didn't see it, here is a quick look at some of the action that we saw at that press conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, Misfits and Dazn kick off 2025 with a clash of two high-profile British combat sports veterans. It's Tommy Fury versus Darren Till in Manchester's Co-op Arena at X Series 20 live on Dazn.
It's different watching me on the
television. Well, at the end of the day, if I can't beat it, I'll just kick it in the face in there. How about that?
Listen, you owl little John, you could leave my son Tyson's name out of your mouth.
Well, no one's seen you since you shook bladder Tyson. Where have you been? Go back to where you came from, mate.
Pig's eyes.
MMA fighters can't box, and it will
Tommy, you've got the IQ of a loaf of bread, mate.
That.
What are you on about?
That's all I'm going to say.
You're an empty head.
Hey,
you're an...
6 feet all day, no ticket!
Now, AT, I know that you were keeping a close eye on that press conference. Give us your thoughts on John Fury himself and, of course, Darren Till.
Well, whenever we're talking about John Fury, we're expecting something big to happen when we talk about big John Fury and Tommy Fury. Look, Tommy Fury, he got some competition coming on because he's fighting a guy who's similar size built and also pretty game to fight in Darren Till. Last time we actually seen Darren Till was in the UFC octagon. But look, I'm excited to see Darren Till come back, make his boxing debut on Misfits Boxing against Tommy Fury.
Can't wait for that one. But, of course, we have our own amazing press conference to see. Ben Davis is going to fire up to the stage and get that stuff started. But before we do that, let's take a look at this amazing fight card that we have for you Thursday. Starting off with the kickoffs, we have Pineda versus Swarms and Amir, the Cashman Anderson versus Niraj. Then, moving on to the pay-per-view, Chase Damore versus Big Kells face off for the Misfits Heavyweight Championship. And moving on to finalize the lightweight tournament, Little Cray Cray faces off against Yuddy Gang. Nick LMAO versus Warren Spencer. And for the Misfits Welterweight Championship, Jarvis versus Ben Williams. Then we move on to a light heavyweight clash with Deji versus Dawood Savage. Then HS Tiki Taki versus Mosiah Pinder. And for our co-main event, light heavyweight clash as Salt Poppy faces off against King Kenny. And for the main event, Gib versus Slim. AT, big lightweight tournament finally finishing. These guys have fought multiple times in the past. Talk to me a little bit about what you're seeing in this fight, Yuddy Gang versus Cray Cray.
Now, when we talk about Yuddy Gang and Cray Cray, we're talking about a high-level potential professional bout here. We're talking about two of the best guys at their division who possibly could challenge and rival Dean the Great when we talk about that division. Now, we look at Yuddy. Yuddy has more of a traditional Philly shell background, and when we look at a little Cray Cray, he has more of a Pacquiao style, more in and out when he wants to fight like that. I'm excited, and it's a 50-50 fight because the first time they fought in Nashville, Cray Cray was winning that fight, but unfortunately with the bomb threat, they had to do a rematch. The rematch comes in Texas. yet again came out on top. But now this is a third time fighting. Roundhouse, I don't know what to expect in the third meeting.
As you can see some of the action from that first fight here. All gas, no brakes from both of these fighters. Very, very strategic. And like you said, what seems like a professional level fight. We finally get to see which one of these fighters is the best. Obviously, that first fight didn't get to finalize. The second fight, razor close. People thought it could have gone either way. I think that this is going to be a clear example of which one of these guys is absolutely the more decided, better fighter. Now, we also have an amazing co-main event. Salt Papi versus King Kenny. Salt Papi's never taken an easy fight, and neither has King Kenny. This is our bad man championship in its own way. You fought both of these guys, I believe. Talk to me a little bit about these two opponents.
Now, when we're looking at between King Kenny and Salt Papi, King Kenny, traditional boxer, he uses a long jab. You know, when I fought King Kenny, he's similar built to, you know, the Hitman Hearns. He likes to keep it long. He likes to use his range. But now when we're talking about Salt Papi, similar style to Marvin Hagler. They're both southpaw. You know, Salt Papi, he likes to come in and get dirty, but he also likes to bang. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if this is kind of like a Thomas Hearn and a Hagler in the first round or two, and somebody might go night-night.
All right, if you have a pick, you fought both these guys, which one of them do you think might have an advantage here?
I'm going with Salt, just because he applies the pressure. King Kenny doesn't really do well when you apply pressure. You've seen that when he fought me, and you also see that when he fought Ashley Raksu. Salt Papi is okay. I'm game. I'm willing to stand in a pocket and trade shots. I'm willing to take one to give one, and that's what we're going to get from Salt Papi.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's also remember we've got a big main event here, so let's take a quick reminder of how this fight got started off.
Do you think you'll get tested, Slim? I definitely think I'll be tested. This is definitely my toughest challenge yet. I know my opponent's here in the building, so can we please bring him out? Please, man, bring this guy out of here. Bring this guy here. Is he here? Here we go.
You've been ducking me since 2020. You've been ducking me. There's no chance. That's why you never. I'm breaking your face. I'm breaking your face. You quit boxing, bro. You quit boxing. It's all part of the problem, baby. I was next to my I was next to my You quit boxing. Why did you defend yourself? Why did you defend yourself? Why you ain't? I'm breaking your chin. I'm breaking your chin. 100%. You ain't got a chance over me. Bro, I believe it like the two hands I see in front of my face. I'm breaking your face. I'm breaking your face. You beat Austin McBum? You beat Dave Dewey, take you like them. The best winner you got, people coming from lost. Bro, he came up and lost 20-pound weight difference. You're not like that, bro. You're not like that, bro. I swear to God, I'm breaking your face. Come on, you're not like that. There's a reason why you're not taking it. You know what I'm doing? I'm breaking your face. You know I'm breaking your face. You're not like that, bro. You know you're not like that, bro. Come on, you're not like that, bro. This guy thinks he Michael Jackson, bro. Keep talking. Look at the best, man. You're looking at the best, man. You can defend your belt once I beat you. Why should you come try to take it from me, bro? No one wants that stinking belt. You gave up your belt. You gave up your first belt, and now you're defending your belt. Why the hell would I want that stinking belt? I can't even take this guy serious, bro. He's been waiting for 5 years. It's been 5 years. But you know what? It's finally gonna happen, bro. This will be the biggest fight in crossover boxing history. This is gonna happen. Let's go. One of the longest build-ups of all time. Slim versus Kid. It's the mother happening.
That is an incredibly intense face-off that we saw in the ring at one of the previous Misfits events. Talk to me a little bit about this fight, because you were preparing to fight alongside Slim against KSI, so he was obviously preparing incredibly intensely for the biggest name in influencer boxing right now in KSI.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how that preparation might add into this fight.
Well, between me and you, Roundhouse, you know, Slim was ready. He was ready to go. He was ready to die in that ring with KSI, you know, preparing, leading up to that fight. But look, it didn't happen. It was unfortunate that KSI did get injured, so they found a replacement for Slim, which is Anesongib. Now, Roundhouse, how do you feel between Anesongib and Slim fighting?
Man, I'm pretty buzzed for it. It feels like it's the fight that's been lasting forever. I mean, people have been talking about this for literal years. We're finally getting to see it. Gib is the man. He's been the man of the influencer scene. He's been to every organization, but he hasn't been to the one organization that, let's face it, matters the most. The one organization that keeps coming back and putting on the best shows. So now he has to make a statement for the organization that really matters. Can he make that statement?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Now, Slim, he's 7-0. We can't deny that. He's undefeated. He has a very long style. He likes to fight long. He likes to play long. But he also likes to bang in the pocket. Can Anesongib stay with his strategy, stick to the game plan, and come out with his victory?
And his last few fights, Slim's last few fights, he's really leveled up in competition.
Yes.
We saw him fight Sal Papi, a challenging game, gritty fight where in moments it looked like he was having the better, Sal Papi was getting the better of him, but then he finds a way to win. I think that's Slim's real key here, is he always seems to be able to find a way to win. But Gib is relentless with the pressure. You're a pretty classic relentless with the pressure kind of guy. Talk to me about how that could be an equalizer here.
Now, when you talk about applying the pressure, of course, you need to have tremendous cardio, because having that type of pressure, that requires a lot of energy and a lot of leg work. When I say a lot of leg work, we're talking about squats. We're talking about sprints. Phenomenal cardio. Now, Gib is shown to have phenomenal cardio. We all agree of that. But can Gib handle the pressure when he does apply it if Slim is throwing back at him?
Little subtle flex there from AT talking about his own cardio and doing some squats. I mean, if you look at his legs, you can see he is doing those squats. But talk to me. You're a guy that's obviously fought taller, rangier guys. Yes. You're probably your whole career.
Yes.
Slim is the taller, rangier guy, and he uses it very effectively. But I think that's something that's a key for Slim that we know about is in the pocket, he's also very effective. Maybe underrated. How is Gib going to navigate the fact that there is this kind of in-between middle range that he's going to be the most effective? Because too close, Slim might be able to get the advantage of him. Too far, Slim definitely is going to get the advantage of him. Sure. So where can he find that middle ground? How does he get there and stay there?
Okay, so first thing Gib needs to do, he needs to apply pressure and get in early on his fight. What he needs to do when I say apply pressure is he needs to have Slim on his back foot. Put Slim back on the ropes, because we've seen that Slim cannot fight well with his back on the ropes when he falls Sal Papi. Slim needs to definitely, for Slim to have the victory, he needs to stay in the middle, keep the distance, stay within range. Don't let Aneson apply that pressure, which is real.
Absolutely. We can see here in some of these unreal clips, this is how Slim just finds that right hand. And when he does, his opponents go down. He's able to load up, accurate, keep the pressure where he needs to. And his cardio is very interesting, where it seems to come in waves. But when that wave crashes, it is absolutely devastating. Gib, on the other hand, a very consistent fighter. He yes. applies the pressure throughout the entire course of the fight.
Yes.
Even if he's getting hurt, he's not really changing his game plan. So I'm curious to see, is Gib going to be able to take advantage of those moments that we might see a little bit of a lull in the action from Slim?
Well, when we say that, we've seen Slim go all through rounds, but every time when we see him between 4 to 5 rounds, he tends to lose a lot of gas tank because he's fighting bigger guys. But they're doing 8 rounds, Roundhouse. We're going 8 rounds. First time in Misfits history, 8 rounds. No one's ever done it. KSI didn't do it, but we got the big Gibber versus Slim doing 8 rounds.
Which is such a phenomenal example of why this is a pay-per-view, right? Because
right.
Not only do we have this amazing main event, 8 rounds. We have the lightweight tournament finishing off, but we also have some exciting stuff. Chase Moore versus Kells, heavyweight fight. Kells has one fight, a crazy fight. He was face down. I thought he was unconscious. I was almost certain of it. He resurrects himself, and then he's like, oh, I just remembered how to box. Got better, gets
yes.
a KO victory. Great argument for himself here. This is the first time we've seen 2 of these guys. They're both 6'5". They look 260 lean. Huge. I'm incredibly excited to see it because Chase he's had a size advantage in almost all of his fights. This is the first time we're seeing him not having a size advantage.
Right. Now, when we look at Kells and KSI, we got to remind them, hey, guys, this is not Love Island. This is Fight Island. This is Fight Week here. You know, these guys, they're going at it. I'm the #1 too hot to handle type. Like, hey, look, gentlemen, we get it. You guys both look good in the way y'all feel like it. But we're talking about fighting here. Two big behemoths going at it. Two giants of Misfits. You got Chase DeMoor, who's on a 1-fight winning streak. Unfortunately, he did come across some bad losses. But also, we're talking about Kells, who displayed a great, amazing knockout on his debut that can pose devastating power and an upset to Chase DeMoor.
The thing that excited me about Kells when I was watching that fight is he was kind of all over the place, but when he remembered his fundamentals, 1-2, straight down the pipe, straight punches, clean, he delivered a ton of power. So all he really has to do there is go back to the drawing board, focus on those fundamentals, and how to apply those even under the pressure. And if we see that, we can see a very, very different fighter. But let's also talk about another fight. This is a fight that I think that isn't getting the press that it deserves. It's the one that I'm probably the most excited about. Jarvis versus Ben Williams. Come on. I mean, this is two of the best fighters we have in influencer boxing. Two guys that have taken this extremely serious. Jarvis has been fighting people in Mexico, I believe. Ben Williams has a great amateur experience and background. Talk to me about these two guys.
Now, Jarvis, we all see where Jarvis come from. Obviously, he hails from the great Floyd Mayweather gym. We saw previously when Jarvis fought B-Dave, displayed great traditional boxing. Unfortunately, he came short against Anesongib. But now he's coming across Ben Williams, the Irish superstar. This man is making waves. When I say making waves, ole, 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 ole waves. We're talking about the full package, the Pringle. This kid got it. And I'm excited just to see this fight, but somebody is going home with a loss.
And something that's interesting is when Jarvis lost to Gibb, let's be honest, it was the combinations and the volume.
Yes.
And Ben Williams, he's got some combinations and he's got volume. So is he going to be able to do this?
Well, key to victory for Ben Williams, he needs to apply some pressure and stay with his game plan, stay traditional with his game plan. He has kind of like a Conor McGregor game plan style. But when we're talking about Jarvis here, you're talking about a guy who sparred Carmel, who's a tough kid who can stay in the pocket and bang in there.
AT, I think that's enough from us. We want to hear from the fighters. Let's throw it to Huss to get this press conference started.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Dazn. Welcome to Doha, Qatar, the Supercard press conference, X Series 19, brought to you by Misfits Boxing. This press conference is also presented by Rixus. We would also like to thank the top management team of Rixus, Managing Director Stefano Capacetti, Cluster Director of Sales Barish Uchar, Cluster Marketing Director Zaina El Masri, Sales Manager Jawad Benbulia, Marketing Executive Mahmoud Latki, and the PR and Marketing Officer Dania Jamal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's throw it back to the one and only Ben the Bane Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the most monumental card of the year. 10 action-packed bouts live in Qatar here on Dazn, all headlined by the crunch match between the 7-figure giver Anesongib and the undefeated Misfits middleweight champion Slim the Hitman Albaher. Welcome to the official Misfits and Dazn X Series 19 press conference. Very special people here on stage. First up, Kala Sauerland. Kala, we're here in Qatar. How exciting is this?
Well, good afternoon. We're not only here in Qatar, we're at the Rixos Hotel, the home of the largest water park in the world. And many thanks to all the people that have made this possible. Visit Qatar. That's not just a partner of ours, but it is a message. You've got to see this place, the vibrant city. This week of side events, so starting yesterday with the grand arrivals, today with a press conference, tomorrow with the public workouts, Wednesday with the weigh-in, and of course fight night in the amazing Usail Arena. You're going to see parts of the city It's such an amazing place. We all know the story of sport here, the World Cup, obviously, the Formula One as its tradition. But this is the time of Misfits, and we are coming with the absolute supercard, live and exclusive around the world, as always, on Dazn pay-per-view. Thursday night, people. Thursday night. I'm an old man, but I've got to get used to that as well. Thursday night. Not Saturday, not a Friday, but Thursday night. And we are pumped. 10 fights. 10 fights for you out of the UCL Arena here in Qatar. It's been a hell of a journey to get here. It's a new chapter for Misfits. The first time ever outside of the UK and the US for us. Super excited. JJ touched down today. He's buzzing. Mams is here now. We're buzzing. And we're looking for an amazing, typical Misfits fight week and show the world what it's all about.
Absolutely. 19th edition of X Series, Mams Taylor. It's the Supercard. So many amazing matchups. When you look at this, how happy are you with it all?
I'm ecstatic, and it couldn't be in a more beautiful city. I love Doha. We love it. We love Qatar. Even from the airport. Have you ever seen an airport like that, Ben Davis?
I have not. I was there at 6 a.m. this morning.
So we're gonna do the Supercard. It's very apt to be in a super place, a super city, and Gib versus Slim, King Kenny versus Salt Pappy, the whole card. Deji making his return. The titles up for grabs. It's an absolute Supercard. Gonna be a banger. Been years in the making, and we couldn't be more excited.
Okay, so talk to me about this main event. A man you were supposed to face, now you're advocating for him against a true challenger that has massacred many promotions in the past. How pumped are you for this headliner?
Well, finally, after so many years, Slim versus Gib. Yes, I know I was meant to be fighting Slim as well as Anthony Taylor, but things didn't work out, got injured. I'm back now. Hopefully next year I'll be fine again. But yeah, today is the day for two titans. Slim versus Gib. I can see Gib's face just screwing, angry, constantly, always pissed off. But I know, he's going to come bring it. Same with Slim. Slim with his style, his finesse, his good feeling, and just the skill. He's been active. He's ready to show the world that he is the greatest in Misfits. Behind me, obviously. Hey. We gotta make sure everyone knows that. But still, I mean, I'm excited for this fight. It's gonna be insane. It's the Supercard, baby, in Qatar. Let's get it.
Bad blood. That one's 5 years in the making for our main event. But let's take it to the fighters. First fight of the night, our kickoff, is a catchweight at 160 pounds between the highly touted Amir Cashman Anderson and the underdog Niraj. Amir, spectacular Misfits debut. How is this man in front of you any different, or is he just a stepping stone?
Say it again.
Is this man any different than those you faced before?
Nah, shout out to Niraj, but this is a stepping stone. He's 6-6, got 6 knockouts. This is my second fight. Nobody in the amateur or nobody in the pro prospects will ever take a fight like this. He's a dangerous fighter, so I still look at him like I look at Kijante, and I'm a step on him though. So I'm a prove the world that I'm one of the best prospects.
Niraj, he says he's going to step on you. What did you make of Amir's debut here in Misfits?
My 28, my boxing best. My side.
If we do have a translator,
let's
might be very helpful.
I
don't want to leave you stranded, Niraj. I apologize for that.
Hey, you're going to beat my ass.
While we're getting the translator, Amir, talk to us about this fight camp, man. What's new? What's different? What can we expect?
Expect a show. Just like Kijante, I was training nonstop. We were supposed to be in October, but now we're here in Qatar in this beautiful place. Expect a show. I'm feeding off the energy off of Gib and off of Slim, and off of all these good guys that's on this card. So I'm ready to put on a show and have fun in there.
I love it. Iraj, we have the translator sorted. I'll repeat the question. What do you bring into this fight?
He says he wants to fight for the world title, and he also wants to do his best and make his record better. So he'll be giving his best, and he's here to knock him out.
I love it. Amir, what are you here to do? What's your prediction?
Just expect the show. Expect for y'all to see him on the ground, but I expect me to stop him within the next or the first 3 rounds. So kudos to him, but I'm coming to show out, baby. I ain't come this far to come this far.
I love it. Fireworks to kick off the night. Our second fight takes place in the light heavyweight division between 2 staples of the scene, fan favorites, Luis Pineda and Swarms, face off in a featured kickoff that has been years in the making. Swarms, typical fashion for you, taking on the toughest tests you can. Why Luis Pineda and why now?
I've been away for a year and I've been training hard, very hard, working hard, got a new team, new coach. And my head's just in a different zone now. And to be honest, I was just waiting for Mams to make the call. Anyone Mams would have gave me, I would have took. And Pineda was the one. And obviously, yeah, man.
I love it. Luis Pineda, last time out was against Ed Matthews. Why is Swarms the next best step for you?
Edwards me había llamado y no se había dado la oportunidad y estoy aquí agradecido con los promotores y a dar espectáculo y a ganar.
Mams called him. He said he's going to take the opportunity. He says thank you, and he's going to whoop your ass, Swarms.
Swarms, where is Luis Pineda weak? How can you exploit him?
I don't really need to say that. You lot have seen him fight before, innit? So you know what he does, innit? So, yeah, man. In a fight, you'll see. 28th of November.
Self-explanatory, sure. Luis Pineda, where is Swarms weak?
Afortunadamente vengo preparado y vengo listo para el knockout, así que prepárate.
He said you suck, Swarms.
He said he's gonna whoop your ass, Swarms.
We'll see, man.
Swarms, a lot of trash talk coming from Pineda.
Vamos! Hey, Pineda, vamos!
He said you ain't big enough.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Chase Demore translating over there. Swarms, last one for you. Big bounce back opportunity. What would this win mean to you?
It will mean a lot to me. I know what I want after this fight. I want the rematch with Ed Matthews, 100%. But I need to, obviously, Pineda's in the way, so I'm going to take care of him. Then Ed Matthews next.
Pineda, opportunity to make it 2 in a row. How badly do you want this win?
Quiero volver a ganar esta pelea. Quiero volver a ganar y estoy muy seguro que voy a ganar. Vamos a dar espectáculo y vamos sobre el knockout.
He said he's gonna put belt to ass.
Hey, quick question. Hey, Chase.
Translating, bro. I'm just translating.
He's taking my job.
Aprender español.
Can someone translate this? Hey, Pineda, do you think you're gonna knock me out? Pineda, do you think you're gonna knock me out? Someone translate that for him, please. Vamos.
Sí, estoy seguramente que voy a ganar. ¡Vamos!
He said, yeah, he's gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Let's go.
Fight of the night. Third fight of the night. A heavyweight title is up for grabs between the well-known Misfits monster, Chase Demore, and the recently victorious Kells, back for his second Misfits opportunity. Chase, let's take it to you first. Finally back on a card. How good does it feel to be here?
You know, Ben, I was raised with manners unlike Kells down there, so I'm going to give it ladies first. So go ahead and let him talk.
Kells, you are up against one of the best trash talkers on stage.
No, Ben, ladies go first. Look, you want to be just like me, ain't that right?
Bro, you are trying to be like me.
Braids like me. Look, want to be like me on the same show as me?
Bro, I'm the reason you're famous, bro.
Buddy, I'm the reason you're on this card, little bro.
Famous, bro.
I'm the reason you got a name, buddy.
I did the first season of the TV show that
you're
made
on
me famous,
B-side. We ain't talking about a TV show. These hands are the show tomorrow. These hands are the show, big dog.
Kells, what do you make of Chase Demore's fighting ability?
It's just terrible, man. It's just shocking. I mean, we've all seen it.
He's terrible, mate. He's terrible. This isn't an anime, bro. Talk with your chest.
Chase, what did you make of Kells' debut against Big Tobes?
This guy, he fights like he's Frankenstein. My man's up there throwing punches like this. Like this. This is how he throws punches. I don't even need the mic. You can hear me from way down here. I'm the fastest, I'm the prettiest, I'm the best looking heavyweight here. And come Thursday, I'm going to put a belt to your ass and I'm going to cut your hair off.
Yo, at least I won my first fight.
Barely. You got put down by a guy half your size. I ain't never seen the canvas.
All right, you know, questions. Let's talk about Chase's weaknesses, right?
I ain't got none.
Chase has never hit the canvas, which means you don't know what it feels like to get knocked out. But you will this Thursday, bro. You will this Thursday, 100%.
I'm falling asleep right now. Shit, that's the only knockout you're going to get is me falling asleep at this press conference, bro. How are you going to be 6'6" and a giant, but you talk like you're a fairy, bro? That's crazy. Talk with your chest.
Kells, I am curious. He does have a lot more experience. What do you bring into this one?
I'm just a better athlete. You know what? Chase might have had more fights and Misfits, but I've had more sparring sessions with pros, so Chase is...
I only fight pros. I fought on a pro card. What card have you fought on?
The last fight you had,
I knocked him out, just like I'm going to do to you. He was a better fighter than you.
You picked a guy that was 0-4, bro.
He is better than you.
Oh, my goodness.
He would put belt to your ass. You would knock them sunglasses off your face.
Chase, just be grateful you get another shot at this
title. Look at me. Look at me.
You messed up
look at me when I'm speaking with you. You talk to daddy. I'm down here. Bro, I know you a long ways away.
Where was that energy today when we were racing? Where was that energy?
I can come over here. We can talk face to face. We can do this.
Oh! Let's go! Oh!
All right, well, that was certainly a little unexpected. Let's move on to the fourth fight of the night. The highly anticipated finals of the interim lightweight tournament features a fight we've seen twice before. It is the trilogy between Lil Cray Cray and Yuddy Gang. Now, boys, we have been here twice before. How tired of each other are you? Let's start with Lil Cray Cray.
Yeah, I want to get this fight over with, man. Both fight, I feel like I hurt him, so, you know, this one, expect Lil Cray Cray to go crazy. Try to get him out of there.
Yuddy Gang, how tired are you of Lil Cray Cray?
I'm not tired at all, man. I love fighting great fighters. That's why we're here.
I love it. All right, so what has been the takeaway from these first two fights, Lil Cray Cray? You've had a lot of experience with that man. How do you analyze him and break him down?
I mean, I just did a little mistake the second fight, but the first fight, I felt as though I fought very smart, and I was securing every round, but it was a bomb threat, so, and then the second fight, I let my ego get to me, trying to get him out of there too early. But yeah, I learned a lot from the second fight, so I'm gonna come out smarter in this fight, and yeah, I'm gonna secure that win by any means.
Yuddy, what was your takeaway from those first two fights with Cray Cray?
Oh, man, just, you know, listening to my team. You know, so I got a great team behind me, and whatever we need to do to win, that's what we're going to do.
Now, the winner of this fight will face Dean the Great on January 18th at the Co-op Arena in Manchester on that Till versus Fury undercard. Look, Cray Cray, what did you make of his recent title defense against Dave Fogarty?
Yeah, Dean showing hard. I ain't gonna lie, he was getting touched up a little bit earlier on. I thought Dave might have it, but you know, he always showed hard in every fight. Like when he went up against Waleed, he got dropped, came back and, you know, dropped Waleed. But yeah, he showed a lot of heart in that fight, and yeah, he great.
Yuddy, what was your takeaway on Dean the Great?
Yeah, y'all, everybody know Dean. He a dog. You know, he got that Javante Davis power. So you know, you get hit with it, you going down.
I love it. Now, this is the third time that Yeti Gang has tried to take food off your plate, Lil Cray Cray. How deep does this go?
Ain't nothing. I'm just, you know, come to win, fight smart. That's it.
Yeti Gang, how deep is this? Third time that Lil Cray Cray is wanting the money that's in your pocket.
Man, like I said, we fighting the best, and that's what we do. We fighters. So come the 28th, we about to get it. Go to war.
I love it. Two of the best in the lightweight division, interim title up for grabs, and a shot at the champ. Can't wait for it. Now, there was a change-up in the fifth fight of the evening. Jay Swingler out, and the mechanic Warren Spencer is in to take on Nick Lamau for this middleweight barn burner. UK versus USA to mark the midway point of this card. Let's start with Warren. Frustrating sequence of events against Ben Williams in Dublin. Talking about how this opportunity came about.
Listen, this is what it is, man. I was in Dubai doing cartwheels in nightclubs when my phone went off in my pocket when Mams gave me the call. And he just said, listen, can you fight? And I said, you know, does Rambo carry a knife? Absolutely. So here I am, and now my family get fantastic Christmas presents. So thank you, Mams.
I love it. Nick, what was your reaction to Warren Spencer's name coming across your table?
Honestly, of the people that were offered to me, Warren was one of the easier guys. He's still a formidable opponent, but I think I can take him out pretty easy come Thursday.
Where'd you get that information from?
What?
Where'd you get that idea from? You can take me out.
You want me to take you out?
Your girlfriend or something?
What?
What makes him so easy, Nick? Break him down for us.
He's just like telegraphs his punches. He's obvious. I mean, he's tough. Don't get me wrong. He's tougher than Jay, but I was going to walk through Jay too. I'm going to walk through this guy. He looks like Quicksilver from Avengers, and we all know what happened to Quicksilver, so he's done.
Bit racist, isn't it?
Hey, whoa.
I'm up here dressed like John Wick.
What the
Final
hell John Wick
boss.
movie you be watching, bro?
You look like you're about to have a sleepover with 4 of your male friends.
Hey. Hey, you're lucky
who do
that
you
just
think
holding
takes
me
this
back,
seriously? Who's taking this seriously up here, me or you?
Bro, this, because of how I dress? Man, shut your ass up.
Nick, how do you compare the skills of Jay Swingler to the skills of Warren Spencer? What's the overlap and how are they different?
Warren's a more experienced fighter, definitely. But he's got a lot of that MMA kickboxing background. I think it's going to be his detriment. Jay was a... What?
Why does everyone think I'm an MMA fighter? I had one MMA fight.
Yeah? So?
And the guy broke his ankle on my face.
I'm going to break my ankle in your face.
Listen, build me a Lego house.
Warren, what do you make of Nick's skills? Have you had the chance to watch him compete?
Yeah, I think he's the kind of guy that will just throw a triple right hand or some wild, crazy shit. I don't know. He doesn't know how to fight. You know what I mean? I'm just going to step forward. I'm going to bulldoze in. I'm going to detonate a right hand off the chin of Krusty the Clown. Boom!
Bro, if you come towards me like that, you are done. You are done. So please do that. Please.
Now, with the win here, either of you can face the winner of Jarvis versus Ben Williams. Nick, how much does it add that a title shot is hanging in the balance?
I mean, you know, this was supposed to be my redemption fight with Jay. Now it's just like the title eliminator. So they were both really important fights. Obviously, this really sets up for a nice fight come next year with Jarvis, or well, the winner of Jarvis and Ben. So I'm going to give it my all. And that's going to be my next fight after this. So, yeah.
Respect for you for taking a tougher fight, brother. You put me and Jay in a computer 10 out of 10 times. I beat Jay. Therefore, I
need a new computer,
mate.
You need a new computer if you think you beat Jay 10 out of 10 times.
Warren, you're the ultimate opportunist.
active fighter.
How prepared are you for this short notice fight?
Like I said, I was doing cartwheels 2 weeks ago, but now I'm here making weight like a professional. You know, that's it. I'm going to put on a show. You must all think we're friends up here. This guy right here.
Why are you beatboxing, bro? What the hell? Shit, like, man.
Anyway, as I was saying, you must think we're all friends up here. This guy, cream crackered him a few months ago. Anybody else can get it as well. So someone thinks, by the way, I know his master plan. Deji, you better watch out, brother.
Bro, nobody's talking about your fight.
It was, listen.
Everybody's talking about my fight.
Everybody. I'm going to make sure that everybody knocks me out. And then when I get on Misfits, Then I'll show everyone who I really am.
Bro. You're not getting any views, bro. I'm the one who's getting views, bro. I'm the one who's getting views. Everybody's talking about me. Go check online. Go check the numbers, man. I'm making the numbers, bro.
Can't wait for that one. Warren Spencer
No
and
regrets.
Nick
No
Lamau.
regrets.
Title eliminator. Now, in our sixth fight of the evening, it is the second championship bout of the card as Jarvis makes his first attempted title defense of the throne against Bumblebee Ben Williams. Let's start with the Dublin superstar. You're finally getting your shot, Ben. How does it feel to be here?
Yeah, amazing. What an opportunity out here in Qatar. Been active this year. 2 fights already, won both, and now everything comes in threes. So, gonna just collect this belt now, bring it back to Ireland, and just defend it forever, really, yeah? That's the plan.
Jarvis, you've said that he is a deserving contender of this opportunity, but you're confident that he won't have enough on Thursday night.
Yeah, you know, Nick said it himself. He already sees himself fighting me. He can predict the future. And, you know, he's a tough opponent for sure, but nothing I can't take.
Ben, walk me through where Jarvis is weak inside that ring.
We just see him as a nerd, mate. He plays Fortnite for a living, you know what I mean? Grew
I
up
have
playing
no
video
weaknesses
games.
in there. When I get in the ring, I'm a
Yeah,
whole
you're a
different
nerd,
person.
mate. You're a
I'm
nerd.
a whole different person. I'm a
Gamer,
200
gamer.
pump you. I'm a full box 200 pump you.
Yeah, sound, eh? Nerd.
Jarvis, what does Ben Williams lack inside the boxing ring?
Chin. You know, in his last fight with the early stoppage, you kind of see it get exposed a little bit. So, yeah, you know, when I land a shot like that on him, he's just going to fall down. Rumble.
Yeah, good one.
Ben, what do you make of that?
Never been dropped before, never hit the canvas ever in my life, so it's...
There's a first time for everything.
Nah, I don't think it's going to happen to me, serious.
Ben, there's been an interesting video of you being hypnotized by a Black Patty Irish magician. What was that experience like?
Yeah. Don't know how you've seen that, but seen Steve Collins doing it a few years ago against Eubank, and if you've seen that fight, you know how it ended up. But it's not black magic now, it's white magic. But yeah, I didn't really believe in it at the start. My mindset was always bulletproof, but it's on a different level now, so it's all written, you know.
I love it. Jarvis, what wrinkles have you brought into this fight camp for the Dublin superstar?
No real changes. You know, I just keep doing the same thing I'm doing. And, you know, just knock him out. That's the goal.
Ben, what's your prediction on Thursday?
Jarvis, you only bang you in the face, you can't start whipping out fucking mini shields and all that, yeah?
Mate, I'm going to be 250 shield. I'm going to one pump you in the face.
You need a few mini shields in there, mate.
Trust me, you'll see. Left hook, right hand, whatever it is, you're going down, I promise.
Yeah, none of that.
I love it. Such a fun one between the welterweight champ and a truly deserving contender. Now in our seventh fight of the evening, it is the return of the younger Olatunji Deji as he takes on the short notice Dawood Savage. Now Deji obviously slated to face Joey Essex. We'll give it up. We can give it up. Deji, talk to me about this opponent change.
Unfortunately, big ups, Doha. This place is awesome. Qatar, I love it. Unfortunately, yeah, I had 3 opponents pull out. And now, big ups to Dawood Savage, you know, for stepping in. So, yeah.
Dawood Savage, yet to win. A lot of people might dismiss you, but why are you the guy to beat Deji in this return?
Okay, I'm going to give a bit of speech. Bear with me, everyone. Everybody is speaking up on Instagram, Twitter. They're like, why did they give this person to Deji? This guy has no wins, 5-0, whatever. But everybody's talking. Everybody's talking. Check the socials. I'm the one. Me and Deji's fight are making numbers. Everybody's talking about our fight. It took the spotlight. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. Other than that, all respect to Deji. Everybody's calling him out. Trust me, he's really, really good. If you were in ring with Deji, then you would know. You can't be behind the keyboard and talk all of that shit. Anyway, and thanks to Mams for giving me this opportunity. Sorland Bros and Misfits really taking care of everyone here. Other than that, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. This is the biggest opportunity for me on the biggest stage in the world. It's gonna go down. Now this guy just said, I'm 0-5 and I'm fighting the biggest contender here. Bro, listen to me. You're 2-1. Why aren't you fighting someone as big? Why am I fighting someone bigger than me?
This was your master plan.
No.
His master plan was get
We're here in the
everyone.
same stage.
Everyone
We're
downplays
here in the
him.
same stage, bro.
He made it. He's here.
I'm here in the
he
same
sat right
stage.
next to me. His plan worked.
Deji, Dawood is 0-5. With that being said, do you feel extra pressure, right? Do you need to make a big highlight on Thursday night?
I'm just honored to share the ring with him. I know he's 0-5, but that doesn't mean anything. When I started my my boxing career, I was 0-3. I lost my first 3 fights, so, you know, I've seen him training every day, so he's clearly going to bring it, and I'm excited.
Dawood Savage, talking about the game plan here. What are you going to try and do against Deji?
I'm really, really excited. I'm never back down from any challenge. Like he said, 3 of his opponents back down because they're all scared. They know Deji. I've seen his videos. I've been studying him. I've been asking his opponents, what do I need to do to win from Deji? If I pull this out, it's going to be the biggest upset in the boxing history. And if I don't, I told Deji, bro, on that same place where you knocked me out, shave my head in front of everyone. I'm saying it right here.
Gauntlet being laid down. Deji, will we get some clippers in if you beat Dawood?
Sorry, what was that?
Will you shave his head if you beat him?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Looks like we got a hair bet on the Supercard, baby. Deji, he's done all the research in the world, talking to prior opponents, trying to figure out how to beat you. What have you done ahead of this opportunity?
I've seen his last fights. He's got heart. I respect that even though he goes down, he comes right back up. I've got nothing but respect for him. So, like I said, I'm excited for this fight.
Dawood stepping into the biggest opportunity.
Ben, did I understand the bet correctly? So he loses, he's got to shave his hair.
Wait, so...
And I believe that was confirmed.
Is that confirmed?
Deji, will you
Because they've got the best barbers in the world in Qatar, by the way. Fantastic
Will
barbers.
you shave your head if he beats you?
It's not that much to shave there.
I'm
That's a terrible bet.
That's
a terrible bet.
Never ever done in boxing before. Never ever done in boxing before.
Right, so you're
Shake
going to do
hands.
it in the ring?
In the ring, right there.
What,
In front of everyone.
Mams has got his clippers with him. So, Mams, you going to do it? Mams will shave your head. Confirmed if you lose.
It's a lot of hair to shave
Deji,
off
of course,
as well.
the same size for you. Are we all in, yeah?
I love it. Hair bet on the line here. Thursday night, Dawood Savage, biggest opportunity of your career. How does this go down?
Oh, this is definitely the biggest opportunity of my life. Also, the best opponent that I've ever faced. So this is going to be very, very exciting. I love challenges. I love adventure. So I'm going to put it all in. You guys are going to be entertained. Make sure you guys buy your tickets and show up on Thursday. It's going to go crazy. The best fight, Deji versus Dawood Savage. The best one.
The question is, how much do you love your hair?
I've been growing it for 3 years, so you can tell.
Wow.
Let's hope you're in good form.
Thursday night, Deji, this man steps up on short notice trying to realize the ultimate goal against you. How does this go down?
Well, I'm going to win. Simple as that, yeah.
I love it. All right. 8th fight of the night. It is the return of the potential face of the company, HS Tiki Taki, as he meets the Masai Warrior in a short notice addition to the Supercard. HS did have his travel delayed getting into Doha. He will be here shortly. But let's start with Masai Warrior. What do you make of HS Tiki Taki's debut? Yes.
I can't hear you, bro.
Is his mic not working? Yeah, grab Ben's. We can thank Chase and Kells for that.
Pause. Don't grab anything of this. Okay, cool. Thank you. Firstly, I just want to say how happy I am to be here, number one, and Mams and everybody for making this event possible. Qatar is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I'm just honored to be here and be able to put on a show Thursday night.
HS Tiki Taki removed Gorgeous George Fensom's head with a left hook not too long ago. What did you make of that performance?
It was just, I think it was just a sloppy performance from George. I'm very fortunate. I've got a great team who's been getting me ready. It was a very short notice fight, but we've been in camp for a long time, so we're here.
What is he worst at? Where is HS weakest?
I think from what I've seen, he comes out the gates, very strong, trying to get a KO in the first 10 seconds, and that's just not me. That's not going to happen. So I'm ready for whatever he wants to try and bring.
What do you feel is your X factor, your biggest advantage coming into this?
I have a great reach, but again, Thursday night you'll see what my biggest advantage is.
I love it. And obviously HS isn't here, but if he was, what would you say to him?
Where have you been? I mean, like, where have you been? Why are you delayed? Why are you not here? That's what I'll be saying to him, yeah.
I love it. That's going to be a super fun one, the return of HS, and a big opportunity for the Maasai Warrior. Now it's time to get into the co-main event of the evening, a fight that fans have wanted for years. These two have been on a crash course trajectory, a catchweight battle in the light heavyweight division. It is Super Salt Papi versus King Kenny. Now, gentlemen, this is the biggest card of the year. Let's start with Salt Papi. How does it feel to be here?
I mean, I just want to thank Misfits Boxing for this great opportunity. This fight will take me to the next level. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
King Kenny, another time in the Misfits arena. How does it feel to be here on the Supercard?
Yeah, man, it feels great. I just want to thank God, another great camp. Thank you for Qatar for hosting the Misfit Boxing event. And I'm happy to be here. I can't wait to perform on Thursday night.
Now, it's been a very respectable build-up between you two. Salt Papi, I am curious, though. Where is King Kenny weakest?
I mean, I'm not going to tell him that so he cannot work on it, but we'll see on Thursday night.
Fair, King Kenny. Do you care to share any of Salt Papi's holes in the armor that you want to exploit?
Well, I'll say he's pretty one-dimensional, but I feel like you can't dwell too much on that. He's obviously got another coach for this camp, but there's a reason for that. So, you know, in camp, we've been training for different styles of southpaws. And you guys are going to see my skill on Thursday night.
Salt, he feels you're one-dimensional. How many dimensions does King Kenny have?
I felt like he's one-handed fighter. He only throws his jab. He doesn't know how to throw his right hand, like, you know, confidently. But yeah, I've been working so hard. I've been working with, like, I have another a member of in my team, and yeah, I have improved so much.
Both of you guys have evolved greatly in front of our eyes. King Kenny, what do you feel is your biggest advantage coming into this co-main event?
Well, my reach. I'll be silly to not use it, but also my strength, my IQ. You know, we've been sparring a lot of southpaws, a lot of rounds in. My IQ for, you know, fighting southpaws have gone up, and, you know, I'm more than ready on Thursday night.
Salt Papi, 2023 was a difficult year in the career, but 2024, we've seen a resurgence from you. What do you feel is the biggest advantage you possess in this co-main?
I feel like I'm more aggressive than him, and he will see on Thursday.
I love it. And obviously, the stipulation is winner of the co-main, in all likelihood, will face the winner of the main event. So, King Kenny, your prediction on the main event? Silence, you can plead. I'll give you that. Salt Papi, do you have any predictions for the main event?
Just want to say, may the best man win.
Oh. These guys are too respectful. I can't get any out of them.
You know who I want to win? Who? Between Slim and Gib, who? I want Slim. I want Slim to win. I want Slim to put down Gib once and for all, because this brother's been talking for the longest time, and now I know everyone's been saying that me and Gib are friends, this, that. Me and Gib aren't friends. We hardly ever talk, okay? So let's get this straight. We sparred, I beat him, I destroyed him. He isn't on my level, okay? So I want Slim to show the world that he's better than Gib and finally shut him up.
Gib,
I will. Trust me, bro. I will, KSI. I promise you. This kid, Gib, he's so arrogant. He's so full of himself. You know what I mean? Everybody around this whole hotel says they can't stand him because he's a piece of shit. Honestly, he's just a piece of shit human. He thinks he's above everybody. But, yo, you're going to learn 2 lessons. Humble, okay? Thank you very much.
Gib, it does seem like there are multiple people against you coming into this one. How do you feel here in Fight Week?
This is perfect. We're just away from Doha. We got the CEO triggered because he knows I'm going to take out Misfits best. He knows that I'm going to take him out, and that will anger him because that makes me the best here. That is simple as that. So I'm excited to take this guy out. And not only is he going to see the rounds, he's going to see the speed, he's going to see the power, and he's going to see the IQ. This guy's getting knocked out. I'm so excited.
Slim, what's at stake here? Obviously, the undefeated record, the belt is on the line. But for you, what is this fight mean?
Yo, this fight means everything to me, man. I worked so hard this whole year, man. I've been working so hard. You know, everybody knows. Like, I got this opportunity because I took a fight in 2 weeks' notice and I knocked the dude out. Gib, the difference between Gib, he got an opportunity because he's KSI's friend. He was in part of Sidemen videos. He's part of Beta Squad videos. That's why he got that. That's the difference between me and him, bro.
I thought he just
You know
said he wasn't my friend.
You was. You started on his undercard, right?
Right.
Dan, you was in his videos, right? You and Rosa Shaw videos, right?
Which videos?
That's
Which
the difference
videos?
between me and you.
Name the videos.
I grinded
Name the
my way
videos.
up. I knocked
wanna hear
dudes
it.
out.
Name the videos.
You don't knock nobody out, bro. I knock dudes out with one punch.
What's happening? You're getting knocked out. You're getting knocked out. I'm stopping you. There is no belt on the line. You're defending your belt versus either Pappy or Kenny, and that's it. That's how they see me. So I'm taking you out. I'm taking you out. That's what it is.
Such an angry little dork, I swear to God, man. But yo, I'm really gonna put the
stopping you.
beats on
I
this
can't
kid, bro.
wait to stop.
A lot of people keep saying
I'm breaking you down.
online they see this
I'm
as like an
breaking you
influencer
down.
fight, but I promise y'all, this is a real fight.
Mismatch.
This is gonna be a real fight, bro. I really take this boxing game
You're
serious.
looking overtrained.
He takes
You're
it
looking
serious,
skinny, and I'm taking
but this is
you
gonna be a
out.
real fight. Pose.
Of build up for this grudge match. It has been a long time coming. Gib, the pressure and volume, two big X factors you bring into this. What other advantages do you believe you have over Slim?
Yeah, good. He thinks it's pressure and volume, but he's going to see speed and power. He's going to see IQ. Because before, Ryan Taylor and Tom Zanetti, with no IQ and just pressure, gave him life and death. So he's going to see all of it.
Oh, you got knocked down by Austin McBroom, bro. This guy doesn't even box no more. The guy don't even box. He has one win on his boxing record, and the dude knocked you down. In the second fight, he wobbled you.
You're getting
I've
stopped.
never wobbled. I've never hit the ground. How many times you hit the ground?
I'll be the first. I'll be the first to stop you.
Jake Paul
I'll be
knocked
the
your
first
ass
to
out in
stop
2 minutes.
You wait.
In one round.
You wait.
This dude got knocked out by Jake Paul in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, man. Goddamn.
Slim, I'm curious, where do you believe Gib is weakest? What can you exploit?
Man, everything. I honestly, when it comes to boxing skill, I'm better than him. I don't see there's anything about him that's better than me, honestly. I'm better than him. I'm longer than him. I punch harder. And don't forget, I'm better looking, too.
Gib, where do you believe the champ is weakest?
I'm going to prove that every part of his game is weak. He can't take me boxing ability, cardio, power, speed. I'm breaking him down in all departments.
You're
There's no chance.
a slow star.
We'll see.
A slow
Come.
star.
Tell him.
Every
Tell
time
your
you
champ
get-
to
you
come
get
meet
dropped.
me. Tell your champ to come meet me.
Can't bang with
He's
me,
getting
bro.
broken.
You know you can't bang with me. You know you can't bang with me, bro.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I ain't moving. I'm coming for you.
Square in that middle, you gonna see what's gonna happen.
You
little
understand?
man.
I'm coming for you.
You gonna see what's gonna happen, little man. I swear to God. Meet me in the middle.
I might even break a rib. I want to break
What's your
his
little
ribs.
whack ass lead hand? You know you can't do that, right? When you
You're
leave
the
your lead hand out.
165-pound champ. You're looking underweight. I'm going to break you.
Looking underweight?
Break you.
It's gonna be funny when I knock your ass out, man.
Break him.
It's gonna be more funny when I knock your ass out. You can't take this right
You
hand.
look
I promise you
overtrained.
that.
You look overtrained.
Yeah.
You know what's coming. That's why you've been working this hard.
Yeah,
You know
a
what's
slim
coming.
W. That's what's coming,
Overtrained.
baby.
Bad blood flowing between you guys. Gib, how personal is this?
You know what? I'm just here to prove that I'm the best, and that's what I'm going to do when I defeat the Misfits best. 7-0 Slim, undefeated.
So then what happens when you lose?
Not gonna happen.
When you lose? It's gonna look real embarrassing.
Not gonna happen.
It's gonna look real embarrassing.
Not gonna happen.
I'll be there commentating, and I'll be laughing.
Good.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one. Let's take it to some fan questions before we face these guys off. First up, somebody, probably. There he is, Fred Beck.
A question for Amir Anderson. There's a lot of prospects in boxing coming up, whether they're 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. How do you aim to stand out against all the other prospects into boxing?
My second fight, I'm doing a 6-rounder once again. Hopefully next year I'll be stepping up to an 8 and 10 rounder. These other prospects can't, excuse my profanity, but they can't fuck with me. I'm gonna show them I'm one of the best 160s in the world, and I'm gonna be world champion in the next 3 years.
I love it. Let's take it to Jack Fig.
Question for Kala and Mams. This is obviously titled the Supercard. How many of these kind of cards can fans expect going forward next year?
Look, this is a who's who of crossover boxing. We can argue who's going to be the best after tonight, after Thursday night or not, but it's the Super Bowl of the year as far as crossover boxing goes. And, you know, I know that there's the ones who haven't fought this year, JJ, for example, you've seen how much Misfits has put out there this year. despite JJ's time away from the ring, and we all look forward to his return. But the scene has flourished this year. And I remember when Misfits first got talked about, when we set it up, and I sat with JJ and Mams and my brother, and this was what it was about. JJ wanted to create a space for people to come and do this, to settle their beef in a ring. And hey, here we are in Qatar with our second Super Bowl. Prime card last year, Supercard in Qatar this year, and we roll from there. But I'd always like to think that there's that one focal sort of Super Bowl WrestleMania event in the year. But Mams has always got new formats coming out of his mind. So over to you, Mams.
Yeah,
he wants one a month.
I think that just the storylines, the cards, the characters, the boxing ability, it's getting stronger and stronger. As you know, Misfits Pro and MMA will be launched next year as well. Amir Anderson, back to the question Fred Beck was saying as well, he's, for his second fight, fighting a guy who's had 6 wins and 6 knockouts. Yes, he's had losses. It's a very, very risky fight for a guy taking his second fight. And also, we're making history as the first pro boxing sanctioned bout in Qatar ever. So a round of applause for Amir Anderson.
I'll just say one final thing. I'd say the levels since 001, back at the O2 and in London 2 years ago when Misfits started, and you look at levels now, and you look at Slim versus Gibb, you look at obviously Kenny and Salt, but other fights on this card as well. They'd be on any pro card. They're great fights. They're great proper fights. They've got nothing to do with some of the silliness you might sometimes see in the ring in crossover boxing. There's levels to it. I've been very clear in build up around other big fights in recent times. This is, it's a proper space, and the people on it are really working hard developing it. You don't play boxing, so you get found out very quick. So credit to Slim and to Gibb and to obviously to Kenny and Sort and many others on the card who've really raised their game and stuck at this. They were there from 001. Anthony Taylor, another one, Dean the Great. There's so many in this ecosystem of Misfits now, but it's the quality and the level is really getting better and better.
I love it. Let's take it to my man over there.
Question for Gibb. You referred to Slim as Misfits' best. Do you have any respect for Slim at all for what he's done up to now in Misfits for the past 2-3 years?
The start of your sentence explains it. I called him Misfits' best. He's 7-0 and he's undefeated. So, yeah, the question answers itself.
My question is for KSI. Obviously, we've got a very stacked table. We've got Gibb, Kenny, Slim. Which of these people on the table do you think would give yourself the toughest fight?
It's funny, man.
You don't got to answer that, KSI.
I don't know why AT's waving at me, man. Honestly, I mean, for me, my goal has always been to get big fights. I want big fights, and don't get it twisted. Everyone here could be a big fight, especially with just how I am. But I've got my eyes set on a certain person next year, and when that is announced, it's gonna get a lot of people excited. So, yeah.
All the action Thursday night.
The answer is there is no big fights here. That's what he's essentially saying.
There are big fights here.
Once
There
I
are
smoke
big
Slim,
fights here.
that is why I'm bouncing.
There are big fights here.
I love it. Thursday night, 10 fights, all part of the Supercard. While we face these guys off, we send it back to Riley Osborne.
AT, only at Misfits do we have to rearrange the entire presser because the fights are already happening. Just shows how exciting this card is going to be. Talk to me.
Look, I'm excited for every single fight on this card. Look, man, the money lines on these cards is going to go up. You do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, Roundhouse, every single fight from the first bell to the last bell, from the first fight to the last fight is going to be phenomenal.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dazn Boxing. We're talking about the home of boxing. So let's take a look at the amazing schedule that's coming up.
Hello, people. Me again. Fight Week on Dazn is non-stop action. Access all areas of the biggest fights.
That's fantastic.
From grand arrivals and weigh-ins I'm not here f***ing around, I'm here for war.
To open workouts and pandemonium at the presses.
It would have been so much pain.
All analysed by the biggest names in boxing.
I'll end this. Get him out of boxing. It's over.
That and so much more, even before the bell rings.
What's it like growing up in a fighting family?
I don't know, man, but it's all I knew.
You learn the hard way, I suppose. It's fight or flight.
So I chose to stand and fight. Simple. Yeah, man, taking a few beatings, shed a few tears, bled a little.
I got faster, I got slicker.
Soon, couldn't be touched.
And that's when this got fun. I watched my brother become world champion.
I watched my brother become world champion.
And I thought, I want a bit of that.
And I did. And I'll do it again.
And when I do, I'll do it for a name.
My name.
It's more than pride. It's blood.
It's family.
And that means everything.
Maybe you're listening to this and my words don't resonate. But that's okay, because they will. When I walk to that ring on November the 30th,
take a moment and read the name on my shorts. Look at the figure beside me. This isn't just about me.
It's about me, it's about him, it's about us.
And all the lessons they taught me.
Edwards.
Yafai.
This is our story. This is our heritage. This is our bloodline.
Live on Dazn worldwide. Usyk versus Fury 2. December 21st. The first fight had it all. Now, the rematch. In the most anticipated showdown of the year. Two opposing mindsets. Two corners set to reignite. For redemption. For greatness. For legacy. Two of the best on the planet will collide. Only one will end the year heavyweight champion of the world. Get closer to the action. Closer to Fight Night on the global home of boxing. Live on DAZN worldwide. Usyk versus Fury 2. December 21st. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, an action-packed presser. Don't go anywhere yet. We are still going to have the fighters face off. And if you were watching before, I'm a little nervous for it. We're paying our security. I think we're paying them overtime because when those two guys went at it, I think you would have needed Fort Knox to keep them apart.
Oh my gosh, we needed every available security person in Qatar to keep those two
and
apart.
You, Ben.
And me.
I saw you getting in there.
Listen, I try my absolute best. When two behemoths like Chase Damore and Kells go at each other, you need everybody in the building to keep them apart. Heavyweight title up for grabs. The baddest man in Misfits is on the line. Kells, second fight for him against a very tenured Chase Damore. Riley, what can Kells do here to capture the title?
The thing is he has to use this size. Chase Damore has often been the bigger fighter, and this is simply not the case this time. You're going to see it when these face-offs happen because we're going to head over to Huss right now and get them started right here at Misfits.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the face-offs. Please welcome to the stage, Niraj. And his opponent, Amir the Cashman Anderson.
On time, but even without the translator, I'll be honest, he was nervous.
Did seem like there was some anxiety setting in. 12 professional
This bout
fights
is scheduled in the
Niraj.
middleweight
Amir Cashman
division.
Anderson, one of the most decorated
Niraj versus
amateurs
Amir
coming up
the
through the United States
Cashman
ranks.
Anderson.
Second pro fight for him. 6 fights, 6 wins, 6 knockouts. AT for Niraj.
Well, this is a big step up for Amir Cash. It's not a lot that we see a prospect going into the second fight with a 12-fight fighter that he's fighting. This is a big step up. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what Amir Cash has to offer to the world of boxing and the Misfits fans.
AT, we were all there in Miami.
And our
when Amir
next
fought his
bout,
first
ladies
fight.
and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Swarms.
He looked phenomenal.
When you beat a guy that was as physically imposing as
And
Kijante Davis.
his opponent, Luis Pineda.
Swarm's looking calm, cool, and collected here, going up against Luis, who has showed that, look, just because
This is a
KSI can
light
beat you with
heavyweight
ease,
contest.
doesn't mean
Swarms
everyone can.
versus Luis
Absolutely. And
Pineda.
Pineda with a very impressive win over Ed Matthews. He sent him out of the ring, which was diabolical in all shapes and forms. And get a little bit testy here in Qatar.
This is one of my favorite fights. This is my dark horse fight of the night because they're both unpredictable. You do not know what to expect with these two.
And Matthews also beat Swarm. Sorry there, Ben.
Apologies.
Now, boxing math never works, but if Luis beats Ed Matthews, and Ed Matthews
And
beats
for our
Swarm,
next contest, please welcome to the stage, Kels.
all right, this is going to be the one where we need extra security for these two.
Extra.
Kels is nowhere to be seen, though.
I mean, how pissed would you be someone threw water in your face, Roundhouse?
Oh, you could just see it. The second the water hit him, he was like, I have to fight you. There was no debating in his mind.
He looked down and made peace with the fact that he was going to bum rush D'Amore.
Please welcome his opponent, Chase D'Amore.
They both took out, I think, every folding table on the top of that stage. But look at this. Chase D'Amore back again.
This is for the vacant Misfits Boxing Heavyweight World Championship.
Second title fight for
Kels
Chase.
versus Chase D'Amore.
Unsuccessful the first time, gets a renewed opportunity against a inexperienced contender.
You know, like I tell everybody, hey, hold on, gentlemen. No one gets paid until after the fight here.
Just kidding, guys.
Chase would definitely, when we look at Chase, Chase has his antics, and we can see it's getting into Kels, and Kels just got to
And for our next
navigate through that.
contest, this is for the Misfits Boxing Lightweight Tournament Final. Please welcome Yachty Gang TV.
Every one of their 3 fights, Yachty Gang has looked as though he was losing.
And
early
please
on.
welcome his
But he
opponent,
wins.
Lil Cray Cray.
Now, the thing with Lil Cray Cray that we have to keep in mind is the tempo and pace, right? This cat's got an ability to start incredibly strong but fade drastically.
The Misfits Boxing Lightweight Tournament Final.
Do we think he can really
Yachty
address
Gang
this?
TV versus Lil Cray Cray.
Do we think he can really address the stamina issues in such a short camp?
I believe so. Cray Cray started out with our camp 3 months ago, and he's been on a tear. This guy's been running mountains, steep hills in San Francisco. This guy is ready to come and fight.
Their first fight was short notice for Cray Cray as well. Cray Cray also having to
And now,
reestablish
ladies and
himself.
gentlemen, for our next contest, please welcome to the stage, Warren the Mechanic Spencer.
We are trying to use...
And
I don't know what it's
please
called,
welcome
photosynthesis.
his opponent, Nick
To not interrupt us.
Lau.
Exactly. We'll just keep talking over it. This one, very interesting matchup. Short notice for Warren the Mechanic Spencer. A tough debut.
Short
This
notice,
is
but
the
he was great.
middleweight
Yeah,
contest.
oh, absolutely. He seems like a
Warren
guy who is
Spencer
always
versus
staying ready.
Nick
And
Lau.
in terms of attire, as sharp as they come.
Man, this guy looks sharp. He dresses sharp, man. He's actually a really good guy. And this is going to be a tough matchup for Nick Alamanau. We're going to see how it is this coming Thursday.
Look at that. All steel expression from Spencer. Not the original opponent for Nick Lamau, but the one he will get on Thursday at the Supercard.
We have to think about the confidence developed in preparation, and Nick was preparing.
And
He was
now,
preparing for
ladies
a
and
big
gentlemen,
comeback.
our next contest is for the Misfits Boxing Welterweight World Championship. Please welcome the challenger, Ben Williams.
Decision over Fez Batista, the stoppage over Warren Spencer, a Dublin superstar through and through. This kid has everything.
He has the it. He has the knowledge. Look at this kid. He looks great.
And now,
guys.
please welcome the
Genuinely
champion,
my first
Jarvis.
50-50 fight tonight. I really have so much trouble knowing who is going to win. Both these guys have great skills and great advantages, but man, oh man, do they take this sport seriously.
And when you think about strength of schedule,
This is
Jarvis
for the
fighting guys
Misfits
like
Boxing
Gibb, guys like
welterweight
Beat Dave to capture
world
that title at York Hall
championship.
last
Ben
November.
Williams
He does
versus
have some pretty
Jarvis.
experienced names under the belt.
Not to mention fighting pros in Mexico for the last couple of months just to prepare for this.
I mean, look at man. This guy's been at Mayweather's gym with Camaro, sparring with him. He's sparring with the best at Mayweather's gym,
including Mayweather. There's footage of it. He doesn't look terrible.
Exactly. He looks like a decent seasoned pro.
I cannot wait for that one.
Yes.
Dark horse of the night in my
Yes. Oh, okay.
We're gonna say that a lot for this
And
guy.
now, ladies and gentlemen,
This one is
for
also
our
the
next
dark
contest,
Every fight
please
is the darker
welcome to the
horse.
stage,
Right.
Dawood Savage.
We call this one the darkest horse.
Listen, here's the question marks for Dawood Savage. 0-5,
And
he stepped up
please
to the plate
welcome
and has
his
never been
opponent,
successful, but the
Deji.
best ability is availability, and this kid is here now trying to seize this moment. But Deji, if you're Deji, you have to make the biggest highlight of the year against a guy like Savage.
You got to make a statement. When
This
you're dead, you
contest
got to let the
is
world know,
in
hey,
the
I'm
light
serious. Take me
heavyweight
serious. I'm warming up.
division.
I'm just getting started.
Dawood Savage
That's a great
versus
point, though. He was 0-3 at the start of his
Deji.
career, too. That's the thing that makes influencer boxing special, right?
Absolutely. And look at these guys, man. Look, I want to see who's shaving whose head that night after the fight. That's what I'm saying. Hey, and by the way, guys, we're not that far away from Turkey.
I do got to say, I liked Savage's energy on stage. I really did enjoy where his head was at. But most people have correctly pointed out that this is massively stacked against him here in Qatar.
But let's talk about this for a second. He has everything to gain. Deji has everything to lose. Deji has, in the past, not shown up 100% prepared for some fights. And this guy is like, look, I have to win. This is the biggest opportunity of my career. He said it was the biggest opportunity of his life. That is a huge metric, and that can really,
And
really
now,
sway
ladies and
the
gentlemen,
fight.
for our next contest. But due to HS Tiki-Taki's absence, let's please welcome to the stage Mosiah Warrior.
Mosiah Warrior, unknown commodity here at X Series and taking on the potential superstar. If you listen to Mams Taylor, HS is bigger than Gervonta, bigger than the best.
Mosiah Warrior.
Certainly physically bigger than
He's facing out with the security.
Hey, have you seen this guy Instagram? This guy
division.
is literally jacked up like Jack. A smaller version of arms, but obviously not arms.
We'll see what he can do against a absolutely surging prospect
And now,
in
ladies
HS.
and gentlemen, time for our co-main event of the evening. Please welcome to the stage, King Kenny.
This fight, a lot of calmness between these two guys, but don't mistake that for them not being ready. When they
Please
get
welcome
in the ring,
his
it
opponent
is
to the
all
stage,
action. I'm very, very curious about the skill level of this one.
Poppy.
Two counterpunchers fighting each other often has a strange effect.
We could see a bit of a lower volume affair, but I
This
just
is
got to
a
touch
clash
on
in
the
the light
evolution that both guys have had. We have
division.
seen Salt
King
Poppy go
Kenny
through drastic weight
versus
transformations. His skills
Salt
just
Poppy.
multiply every time out there. And King Kenny has committed himself to boxing like few other people at X Series. AT, this has been years in the making. I'm so pumped for this one.
Man, I am, but let's look at it. I mean, who's going to make the first move the night of the fight? Who's going to make that first jab, that first feint? Who's going to get hit with that first left or right hand? This is what I'm talking about.
Our
Crossover boxing
co-main
at its
event
finest.
of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Would this be the dark horse of the card?
Some would say. Some would say. And you know who that some is? Me. All right?
And now, time for our main event of the evening. Please welcome to the stage, Slim, the Hitman Albaher.
There is nothing dark about this horse here. Everybody knows that this is the fight to watch.
This is a kid who has taken himself
And
to the
his
top of
opponent. Please
crossover boxing.
welcome
7-0, 5 finishes,
Anesongib.
the undisputed middleweight champ. But that man right
And
there
this is,
has come in
ladies
with a
and gentlemen,
firestorm.
for
This
the
has been the question mark,
super
AT.
middleweight Misfits
What can
Boxing
Gibb do in this
World
organization?
Gibbs can do a lot of things if he
Championship.
applies himself. Like I said, we
Slim,
got
the Hitman
six-figure
Albaher
giver
versus
versus Brooklyn
Anesongib.
Riddler, Slim. We have so much that we're going to be able to cover leading up to this fight.
I think 7 figure. I think we
Misfits
tacked on another
Boxing
0 to
Super
give.
Middleweight World
At this rate, 9 figures,
Championship.
10 figures.
10, 11.
Give him $1 billion.
What about us, guys? I mean, don't we want to get a piece of that too?
Oh, they're getting a little bit active here. KSI right in between these two. The champ, the challenger, the final fight of the Supercard. And Riley, when you think about matchups that can headline an event of this magnitude, these two people truly do come to mind.
There
And
you
look, we
have
might be
it,
having
ladies
fun
and
over
gentlemen,
here,
Thursday,
but you can feel the
November
intensity.
28th.
There is a very, very
Qatar,
intense
the
air in this
Supercard,
room
X
tonight,
Series
and I think it's
19
really perpetuated by these
Misfits
two. These guys
boxing.
have been all business all week, and this is just getting started.
And if you're Gib, you are facing not just Slim, but you're also taking on the entire promotion, right? KSI openly advocating for Slim Albaher to be successful, which is pretty crazy to think that the CEO is saying, hey, I want my champ to beat the challenger. If you're Gib, you come in here and make some fireworks.
AT, you've been in hostile territory before. Do you think that that's going to have an effect?
Absolutely. I mean, when you have the boss saying, I need you to win, do this for the company, you're putting a lot of pressure on my back. Yeah, I'm coming as a hometown guy coming to fight another warrior, but that's a lot of pressure. And I can feel all the pressure breathing down my neck when we're talking about this fight. But then again, Slim has to perform like he always does, but also Gib.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to be tuning in tomorrow. This is going to be it for us today. AT, Ben Davis, Riley Osborne, we can't wait to see you there. We've got content all week for you, so make sure you're tuning in because Thursday, pay-per-view, live and exclusively on Dazn.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you live on the Zone X Series. Let's see some thunder!
Here we go. A clean shot, and it could be lights out. It's the real deal. Hey, he looks like a pro boxer. 1, 2, 3. Light him up.
Your winner and the new champion.
X Series on Dazn, sponsored by William Hill.